Hello, my creatively faithful friends. This is Teresa. Welcome back to Creatively Faithful 101 class number 4. Okay, so this is what we're going to cover today. We're going to do a simple set of vertical Dutch doors, discuss the pros and cons of too many pages as Dutch doors. I really meant to discuss this up here with the faux Dutch doors, and but it applies here as well. Share some examples and answer any questions. So before we get any further, I've got all my supplies here, and I'm going to share some examples of just Dutch doors. Well, I'll just share some examples. And I know you've seen this, and you're going to see that I have really not kept up with this journal this year. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, here's an example of a Dutch door where you can, kind of a more elaborate, where you can lay washi tape down. You can put clear stickers over the washi tape. You can add your other stickers, and then you cut around them. And you can do that with either a gyro cut, which I will be using, or you can do that with a pair of scissors. So this was my intro page for January. And then I had goals. This wasn't a Dutch door. This was a Dutch door. This was my vision board. But it was a very simple one with just one. In the middle, we are going to make 2. And then we had another day where I put some washi tape behind. These were not see-through stickers, so I put washi tape behind them. And we had just one door again. And then this one was a more simple one where we only had one image on each door to cut around. And I did pretty good with this one. So I did 2. That is what we're going to do. And, oh, I did 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm going to stop there. The one thing that I do want to show you, though, where did you go? Okay, this is a set of horizontal Dutch doors, and this is what I meant by, talk about, how you don't want to do too many of these kinds of Dutch doors. You don't want to do too many of horizontal Dutch doors, which we will cover in the next class, because you do not want cutting your pages off, and especially this down this far, will damage the integrity of your spine. And then the other thing, I meant to talk about this last week, the other thing that will damage the integrity of your spine is if you have too many faux Dutch doors. And I still have not filled this out. I still have not come in here and put my yellow washi tape down. But having too many of these double folded doors in there would damage the integrity of your spine. And I don't know. I mean, I've told you before, I am just really getting into this and, experimenting, and I wanted to share along the way. But, I don't know over time how bad it would be. So that's how much of, that's how thick it is. And those are how many pages I have left. So we'll see. All right. So we're going to get into this. What else did I say we would do? Okay, we did that. I shared my examples. I shared the pros and cons. Well, the pros are just because, they're fun to do. The cons, it might damage the integrity of your spine. And then I didn't have any questions in the last class. Remember, you can email me. My email address is down below, and I will have a video out every month, and that showcases what you are sharing with me. So you can email me a picture of your what you've been doing, and in the class, or what you've been doing that wasn't in the class, but I would like it to be, you know, related to creative journaling. Okay, so here is the journal that I will be giving away at the end of the next class. I want to thank Archer and Olive again for gifting me this journal. I do have an affiliate with Archer and Olive. It is linked, all the information for that is linked down below. And what I am going to be using today, I am sorry that you cannot get it. I have had this for a very long time, and I am just going to say, I hope you love lemons as much as I do. I absolutely love lemons. So I've got some lemon, you know, supplies, scrapbooking supplies that I'm looking for. I thought I had another piece of paper, but I can't find it. I did have another piece of paper, but it disappeared. But that's okay. So I'm going to use all those lemon supplies for the next thing. This was last week's, or last class, the faux Dutch door. So this is where we're going to start today. I did not get out my clips. Well, here's one of them. I did get out my other products that I need to use, except I did forget oh, here's the piece of paper I was looking for. Okay, so my thought was to put, you know, to tear and put a black piece of paper over here, and then a black piece of paper at the end. So we're going to do 2 Dutch doors. So I'm going to save those for last. And we're going to do the 2 Dutch doors first. So let's see what we're going to use. Like I said in staring at the blank page, and I talked about that, you know, and I said this last class, you know, start with, you know, what the products you're going to use. You don't have to know what you're going to do, but you kind of need to know the products you're going to use. So I am not seeing anything here that I want to use for the Dutch door part. And this is kind of going to be simple. I mean, I could make it more elaborate, but, you know, I need to show you how to do some simple ones first before, you know, we get into a more elaborate one. A more elaborate one will be coming at the next class. Okay, so this is, let's see, 1, 2. So this is the second one. So let's just do, let's see what we have in here. This might be the same. Yes, this is the same. But I used some out of the other one. Let's see what I'm going to use out of here. And oh, we could use that one. What I want to do is have 3 going down with some washi tape going down, and I'll have to get out my washi tape because I did forget to get that out. So we have 3, and I don't want 2 with words on them. So this one already has words. So let's move the butterfly to the top. And let's move this lemon slice to the bottom. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna move that out of the way. We might use some of these bits and pieces for decor. Okay, so let me get my washi tape. So we're going to use this teal colored washi tape that's a grid, and I am going to lay that down first. Then we're going to use this lemon washi tape on the end pages. Remember, these videos are kind of long. Okay, so we're gonna go in 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go in 5 dots. And let me have. There we go. Okay, let's see my washi tape cutters hidden back here behind the plant. And that's not a real plant. I do not have a green thumb. Okay, and then we had these arranged like this. This one down here. That one here, and the words up top. Okay, so let's get out some tape. And this tape kind of rubs up really easy if you get it anywhere. I am out of liquid glue. Okay, have that in the middle. Let's move it down just a bit. And then we'll do this one. I think we didn't get enough over there. That one at the bottom. Okay, let's see how well we can cut. Okay. Going pretty well. I'm getting the hang of this thing. Getting the hang of it. Oh, I knew the butterfly wasn't going so great. So I hope y'all are doing well today and you've been staying cool. Oh, we didn't get this right here. Okay. Tired of struggling with it. We are going to get the scissors out. go. All right, our very first Dutch door there. So let's do the back. And oh, I wasn't thinking. I was not thinking. We'll have to see make sure that we can find back items that match. That's the key when you're making Dutch doors, is making sure that you have back items that will match the front items. Match the, not necessarily match in, you know, they don't have to be identical, but they could be identical and flipped, or they could be not identical, but kind of have the same kind of shape to them. So let's see, we have, I'm looking over here in my little pile to see if we have another lemon slice. I'm not finding one. Guys, I totally forgot about that part of it. You know, I tell you, that's a sign of a bad instructor when they forget a crucial part of it. So my advice to you is you would want to make sure that you can match your items, you know, match the front and the back before you start cutting. All right, let's see what we have in this other one. I think we might have something in here. The other one is Simple Vintage Lemon Twist Floral Bits. We're going to keep those separate, so I'm going to dump those on top of the journal. And okay, so we have this the same type of circle there, and that would work there because that little lemon would work there. So that would work. And that lemon slice would work. So I want to save that for something else. And we just need to find a butterfly. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Or you know what? Let's see if this butterfly will work. I think that one looks okay. Okay. So we'll put those over there. I know this, see, it's a mess, but you know, I don't want to put them all back in there because we're going to use them. Okay, so there's our middle piece. Here is our bottom piece. Let's see where it goes better. I think it goes better that way. And then our top piece was just a round circle. So yes, it goes there. Okay, so there we have that. And then that on that side. So yes, it's coming together quite nicely. So now we're going to make sure that, hold on a second, just let me hold this up. We're going to go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we want, hold on, let me get my pencil. Where because we want our washi tape to be kind of even there. So we're gonna layer, oh goodness. I hate it when it does that. Maybe I was pulling too hard. We want our pages to kind of, you know, well, I don't know how to explain it. I'll show you when I get there. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I really want to use this. Was that the one I was? Yes. Okay, but do I have another something like that? So a good way to see if you would be able to use that is to kind of, if they're not stickers, is to just kind of put them together like that. Or that one, you know, may go like this. And you know what? I think that works except for that little spot right there. And we can put on the back side, we can put a little heart right there. I think that works. So we're going to use those two. Let's see what else we can use. These are some big flowers in this one. How about another butterfly in the middle? We can use a yellow butterfly this time. And I don't want to use one of those great big butterflies. They're just too big. I mean, great big flowers. They're just too big to go on the Dutch door. So what about... Nope. Let's see if this will work. Yep, that will work if we put this one on the back. Okay, so we are going to do these two. We've got one butterfly, we need another one. I don't know why I didn't get both of them when I was over here digging. Got this one. Oh, let's see if these two will work. I don't think so. Let's look at this one. And maybe this one together. Nope, I don't think so. What about, nope. I think we might have to forego a butterfly here. And I hope you guys are bearing with me while I'm digging to find out what we can put here. Okay. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can put that. Oh, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. When I decided to use all of this stuff, I thought, oh, this is going to be great. It is not absolutely great. What about a lemon? And then this on the back. A smaller one on the back. Because let's do that. Because, okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to use this on the front. Sorry about that. And I want to leave that in. And I know it makes the video longer, guys, but I want to leave that in because I want you to see the process sometimes that it might take, to, find exactly what you need. Because sometimes it's just not the easiest. Okay. We're going to put that right there. We're going to put the bigger one of these on the front. I think those are as identical as they come. And I am going to have a sticker sheet in the Buy Me a Coffee shop for you to print out. That would definitely work for Dutch doors. I haven't gotten to use them yet, but I want you to be able, I haven't put something up in quite some time that I designed, so I want you to be able to have it. And so I'll put that up, so it will be up by the time, you go watch this video, because I'll put it up at the same time I'm editing the video. And then you can use that. It's kind of springish. And then I have another set that I designed and I did use, but I never showed it. It was before I was doing this channel. And it was it's also kind of springy, but because I found them in my spring folder. Okay, so let's not let my washi cutter get buried. I think that's how I lost the other one. It got buried. Okay, so, oh, we need to cut first. Okay, so let's cut this side. And it's hard to talk when you're cutting. For me, it is. And guys, I am going to do my best to put up this video because I know that it's already late. Have I ever been on time for anything? It's already late, and I'm going to put it up with a minimal editing. So just overlook, you know, things that, you know, you would think, oh, why didn't she edit that out? Okay. I didn't think that went through. I did not think that went through right there. Okay. Let's see if it did up here. There we go. All right, so let's do the back side with our washi tape. Okay. And then we'll do our little things on the back. And we'll do the front spots. And then we'll decorate. I have to cut a little bit of that off at the top, and then we're going to add this little bee. I said a heart, but I saw the bee. I love bees just as much as I love lemons, so. Okay. And then this one. This tape is not rolling as nice as the previous one did. Okay. There that goes. And then that goes. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have our lemons, and then we have that. I probably could have gone over a little bit further with my Dutch door, but I didn't. I mean, with, you know, with cutting, I could have gone over probably 2 more dots. But you know, you learn. That's how you learn. You just do it. That's how I learn. I just do it. I learn by, I'm a visual learner. I learn by looking. I learn by doing. Okay. So I want to do this paper. And I don't know if I have told y'all this or not, but when you're doing paper, when you're tearing paper, if you tear towards you, you're going to, if it's a paper that has a white core, when you tear towards you, you're going to get that white edge. If you tear away from you, you are going to get not a white edge. You're going to get this, the edge like just a torn look, like is on the back there. I'll demonstrate in just a second. Okay. So let's get our corner rounder. All of, well, not all of the supplies, all of the general supplies are listed in my Amazon store. So you can find them there. Okay. So what I was saying is if you tear, we'll tear right here because I need to tear over here. If you tear away from you, well, that sure did not demonstrate well. Like like I was going to use this paper. This, you know, I'm tearing this off. So and maybe we'll use this for something. And I can't turn it around. It's hard to even tear away from you. And we're tearing a little tiny strip of paper. Okay, so on this edge, you have the white. But on this edge where I tore it off of the main piece of paper, I have the, just the torn edge. But I want this to look just like the other one. So we're going to tear this away from us. Okay, so we might use that one that I demonstrated with. Okay, so let's get some glue on there, some tape. And I am going to stop right now and give you the secret word for today. The secret word for today is zesty. Zesty. Okay. And I will show you in a clip towards the end how to enter, where to find, and how to enter your secret words in the giveaway. And remember, the giveaway for this whole class series is one of the Sequest journals, not this decorated journal. It's one of the Sequest journals that is brand new in the package, and I will be giving it away. And then this journal will be given away at the end of the next class, because I will have taught all of the techniques, and then we'll give it away. Now, I am going to put this lemon washi right on top of that paper, just to give it some interest there. Okay. And we'll do it over here. And then we'll get to decorating. I got kind of skinny there at the bottom, didn't I? But that's okay. I am liking this. Why are you doing this and giving it away, Teresa? I am loving this page and this stuff. This was one of my, when this came out, it was, oh my gosh, it was, I thought it was so, so, so gorgeous. And I missed out on getting some of it, so I had to find it and, you know, just buy parts and pieces in different places. Okay, so we have that and our 2 Dutch doors and that. So let's get some decorations on. And I want to pull this out and see if any of these great big pieces, I don't know why I didn't think to pull this out when we were doing the Dutch doors, but I didn't. Because we have a bee right there that's kind of little. I know this big, huge squeeze a day wouldn't work anywhere. So let's see. We'll put that to the side. I don't want to use that. I don't want to do that. We could do this. And there was our butterflies that would have worked. We can do that for the date. I've already got that in there. We've got some more bees. We'll use those. I think we'll use that butterfly, and we'll use a couple of teal butterflies. And we'll save that one out too, just in case. Okay. So we're going to do that, those things, and this teal butterfly on this page. Yep. I had to have it all for this. I had to have it all. You know, and this is how I gauge things of, do I have to have it all? I think on it, and think on it, and think on it. And if I cannot get it out of my mind, if it just will not leave my mind, then I know that I just need to get it. And I have used it, a lot of this. I have, like, you know, had a fabulous time using this and making cards and all kinds of things. So, speaking of cards, in case you're interested, okay, so the date is going to go there. And then our journaling can go there. Remember, I said I was not going to do highlighting in this journal, just in case somebody does not really care for that. I want to put sweet moments right here. We'll put one of those little bees with it. So anyhow, in case you are a card maker or you like making your own cards, I have a card collab with a friend of mine over on my other YouTube channel. The videos went up today, and it's all month long, every Tuesday of this month, and every video is on lemons. You know, some kind of lemon project. I made 4, well, I didn't make them on camera, I just showed them. I made 4 on 4 5x7 cards. So that is what I made for today. And I'm not going to put any other decorations up there except for see if I can find a something that we can put the date on. So that channel is linked in the description box down below. And you could do that and go over there. And there is a prize associated with it. And to be eligible for the prize, you have to comment on every video for the month on both my channel and the person I'm doing a collab with, that person. So you have to comment on both of our videos each week. Okay, all of these other things, that was the only one I found that didn't have any writing on it. So I am going to put this one up here. And and you could probably just write the date right underneath it. Okay. So let's go on over to here. Go to here. And again, this page does not need a whole lot of decoration. And we're going to say, love this most. I'm going to put that right there. This says, you're my main squeeze. Put that up there. That's all we're going to do right there. Okay. What else can we do? That one's got, let's put this writing right down here. This one says, be yourself. You got some writing down there. That way you can kind of differentiate the writing so that you could, you know, have some different writing spots. Have some different writing spots to put different things. There was a lemon slice. Let's put a little butterfly up there. I know there's one butterfly on the page, but this is a different one. Okay. And we'll just have these 2 pages. We have these 2 pages. Let's see. Ooh. Let's do this and this up here. Be kind. And we'll put a B up there. And then it says make more lemonade down there. So let's do those 2 over here. And we'll put a lemon over here. Okay, guys, this video is almost an hour long, and I cannot speed it up. I mean, there's nothing, even if I did edit it, there's nothing really to cut out. Unless I cut out, like I already said, unless I cut out all that looking for something. And I don't want to cut that out because I want you to see the process when you go to do something like this. I mean, there's a process. It's not always, you know, boom, I've got the stuff and boom, it goes on the page. You know, there's some thinking involved. And there's some decision making involved. So, and I want you to see that. So if the video is too long for you, then it might not be the video for you. So let's put this little let's put this little lemon down here. Or I don't know, no, that one's too big. Looking at over here. Okay, do we want the half lemon or that lemon? I think I want this lemon. I like that one. So in the videos where my friend and I, her name is Danny, where Danny and I are sharing the videos, we are sharing our love of lemons, and our styles of creating are a little bit different. I like things that she doesn't really care for in card making, and she likes things that I do, but I prefer to use what is called ephemera. I prefer to use that, and she prefers to color her images. There's nothing wrong. Both are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so here is our lemon spread for today. And we didn't use any hearts. We used butterflies and bees and lemons. So we have our Dutch door. And then this. And I am going to have to recreate this. I'm going to leave all this out because I'm going to have to recreate this. You're going to see probably the same kind of thing in my personal journal on Friday because I need to recreate something using this in my journal. Okay, the hashtag for today, the hashtag word, I don't want to forget that this time. So the hashtag is hashtag lemons, Lemons. Make sure you have all of that in there and have it correct, or the generator will kick it out. Okay, hashtag lemons, hashtag Lemons. And I have already done the, by now, I've already done the little clip of the video where I have shown you how to go and enter your secret words, and then you might want to go make sure that you go read the blog post today. Remember, I said that I would be giving bonus words, so you might want to make sure that you go read the blog post today. So then, in the very next clip, I will have the little clip of the winner for hashtag forget, because I totally forgot last time to give you the hashtag. Talked about it, but totally forgot to give it to you. So that little clip will be there. So I'm going to go ahead because I won't be able to well, yes, I will. I'll be able to say goodbye. But anyhow, I'll say goodbye here too. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here and for enjoying this class. And what I will send out as a prize for today. Now, for last week, I never said what I was going to send out as a prize. I'm just going to pull some things together. But what I'm going to send out as a prize for today's winner, so that will be the next time, is to pull some of this together and send you a little lemon package. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Okay, my friends, the link to this form will be in the description box down below of the video, starting with class number 5 for Creative Journaling 101. So you make sure that it's a video, that it is the header has these flowers and this butterfly. If it doesn't, then you have clicked on something that, you know, is not going to be accurate. So I'm going to read this couple little paragraphs to you, and then I will show you how you need to fill out the form. There will be a giveaway of a Sequest journal, first shown in the video, on April 8th, 2025. To enter this giveaway, please fill out this form completely. Any questions left blank will disqualify your entry. Have any questions? Have questions? Send me an email at creativelyfaithful2024@gmail.com. See all of the replays here at this link, and that's the playlist for the creative journaling. Information provided in this form will only be used for the Creative Journaling 101 giveaways, will not be shared or distributed. YouTube is not a sponsor of this giveaway, and all entrants must release YouTube from any and all liability related to giveaway. YouTube community guidelines can be found at this link. Okay, so the very first question, actually all of the questions are required questions. So the very first is, what is your email? And your email needs to be related to the email that's related to your YouTube channel. So I would switch this account because it happens to be related to this email address. And so I would want to, you know, make sure that the email address here matches the username I'm going to put here. And yes, I know that this email does not match this email, but this is the email that, anyhow, this is my email that I answer for my channel, but this is the email that's associated with it, you know, according to YouTube. And then, what is your YouTube username? So your answer would be your YouTube username that appears when you leave a comment. What shows up when you leave a comment? Did you comment on every video in the series? The only answer to this question is yes, because if you answer no, that automatically disqualifies you, because you had to be eligible for the giveaway. You had to do two things. You had to comment on every single video, and you had to enter this. You had to, you know, collect the secret words and enter the secret words on this form. So that's the only way to, you know, to do that. And I will check if the winner did comment on every single video, and that I'll do a double check. Okay, enter the secret words given on each video except the introduction, and there's 5 of those. Do not share these secret words with anyone or put in the comment section at all. In doing so, will disqualify your entry. And so you have 5 of those that you have to answer. And then the last one is, enter any bonus words you collected during the classes. And I want to tell you, I was pretty neglectful at bonus words, but there are a few. Okay, and then the last question is, what is your email address, in case I need to contact you with any questions if you're the winner. And then I will come back to this form, or I will come back to this when I do the last class, I will be showing the journal once again and everything, and I will tell you how you must claim your prize. But you need to fill out the form. I'm giving you this early so you'll have it, and you can, be thinking. But do not submit until you're completely done, because you can only submit one time. Okay? All right, thanks so much, and I will catch you in the next class.